All right, welcome back. It's Sunday, March 15th now, 12:02 in the morning. I have Deborah with me again, and I have a guest, Gail St. John. She's with me too. How you doing, Gail?
Hi, good.
And how you doing, Deborah?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Fine. Sorry for the delay again. I restarted the computer. I think it's better now. It has been giving me a few issues here. I guess I will take it apart and get it cleaned out or something like that, but it seems to be working just fine now. What we're going to do tonight is as usual, we're gonna go over any Amber Alert cases that are new or that have new information posted, and then we're going to go to our 3 old cases. One of them includes Morgan Nick, and Gail St. John will be doing an actual live psychic reading for Morgan. Okay, so let's get things started. Amber Alerts, Deborah. Anything new? Any one of the Amber Alert cases that we have open?
Nothing really new as far as children being missing. There's some drama going on, and everyone knows about that. They all know that Haleigh Cummings' father got married to the 17-year-old girlfriend.
Right.
And those types of things. So, as far as things that are important to talk about that are new in the cases, there's not really any at this point. No new developments.
I wanted to bring up one thing. And I know it's drama related, but maybe it has something to do with the case, maybe it doesn't. But apparently they were dating for 4 years. 4 or 5 years, I think. I heard that on Nancy Grace. You know if that's true or not?
No, I don't know if that's true or not, but considering he's 25 years old and she's 17...
I'm doing the math right here. There's some illegal stuff.
With a 13 or 14-year-old.
Or 12.
A 12-year-old. Pretty sick,
despite whether it's illegal or not, doesn't seem okay.
I'm sorry, what?
I wouldn't agree with it if my daughter was with someone that age. So I question the parents. What was going on there in their mind?
What I'm saying, she could have been 12 and he would be 20.
12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, I'm just. I mean.
Yeah, that's if you want to. I have 2 daughters.
Okay, I don't know if that's true or not, but it was brought up, and I don't think anybody denied it on the show. I know that's drama, but maybe that might have something to do with why she got in this circumstance in the first place. I mean, I don't know. Everybody grieves in their own way or whatever. Getting married, I wouldn't have recommended it, but I'm glad that they did. Anything else? This is for the Haleigh Amory Cummings case, in case anybody doesn't know that. Anything new on any of the other Amber Alert cases?
No, not really.
Okay. I know we mentioned Kimberly Sue Jones. That case was opened March 10th of 2009. We covered this case before. Did you want to bring up anything else on this case, Deborah?
Well, actually, Gail is going to do a consult for this case tonight, so I'll go over her stats really fast here.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Wait a second, Gail. So if she's gonna bring this up, you might not want to hear that.
I shouldn't do all of those or say all of that information.
Oh no, that's fine. It's fine.
Okay. But we have. I mean, I've covered this case right here. You want me to go over it again too, Deborah?
Yeah. Brian, if you guys want to go ahead, what you're gonna do, and then I'll jump in.
Okay. Well, I think we already went over it. Go ahead, Deborah. Go on.
Okay, well, Brian, I'm not so sure how much coverage it got because I didn't read the stats for her.
Okay. Please go on.
I know
Yeah.
we had talked about covering
Let's do it. Let's do it just like a new case then. Okay, guys. So
Right.
This is Kimberly Sue Jones, case number 696, and it is up on our case files.
Right, Kimberly Sue Jones. This case was requested by someone that is in chat right now, actually. Champ requested this case. Her name is actually Amber. Thank you, Amber. Kimberly has been missing from Parkersburg, West Virginia since February 1st of 2009. I have also seen February 2nd listed as the date that she went missing. Her nickname is Kimmy, Kimmie, instead of with a Y. She's a Caucasian female, 25 years old, and 5 feet tall, 105 pounds. She has brown hair and blue eyes. She's very petite and fair complected. She has brown shoulder-length hair, with her blue eyes, a small scar on her neck, a tattoo of a rose with the names Kim and Jack on her right shoulder. She has a quiet, raspy voice and a very shy personality. And that's what I have for her.
Okay, thank you. If you guys hear that little clicking noise, that's another audio problem. For some reason, my microphone's getting louder and louder and louder. So if I tap it like this, it seems to fix the problem. Okay, so Kimberly Sue Jones, Deborah just told you who requested the case. I got it up on March 10th of this year. They've got 2 dream drawings. First one says Blue Box, Harvey Priller, Street is Black, Columbus, Ohio. The next dream drawing says She's Coming Home, Turn Off the TV. And that's really all I have on this one, guys. Looking at that, I would think that she would be safe in, would have been found by now, but apparently she's not been found. Anything else on that one, Deborah?
No, there's not a lot of information available, just as you found with Stephen Tamburello's case.
Right.
I don't know how it works in the state of West Virginia, but there's not a lot of information available, and from what I've learned, apparently it's listed with the state police, and it's not listed in a lot of other places.
Okay. I don't know how they put out their information or anything. I don't know how that differs from other states, but it does look like in a lot of cases in West Virginia don't get a lot of information put out by authorities, and I don't know why that is. Gail, did you want to do a reading right now on this one?
Yeah, I did get a brief minute to look at it earlier, and then I'm looking at it again, because I got the request in a while back and didn't get a chance to get to this case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing a sign of her being deceased, so that's a good sign. And I really wasn't paying attention, so I hope you didn't see that either, because I didn't see it.
No, I didn't. There's no as far as images, a lot of symbols that I get for death, I didn't get anything on that. Actually, I assumed that she'd already been located, but apparently I'm wrong.
Okay. Well, I believe it's a case where I feel like she took off. You know what I mean? By herself.
Took off? Okay.
Because I don't feel like immediate danger. I feel like there's other issues, whether it be mental, you know what I mean, things she's dealing with. But I'm not feeling where she's unsafe or, that kind of thing. Two strange things came to me when I was sitting here. One was Lancaster. I don't know Lancaster as in where. And also Vancouver. So I don't know. I don't know if we have a Vancouver here in the States, but is Vancouver?
And there's Vancouver, British Columbia. I know that.
Yeah, and those are the only 2 things, and I kind of feel like she is on the move.
Okay.
It's not in a stable place, but I feel she'll be back.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of information, but I do feel she'll be back.
Okay. So I had gotten, I don't know if you I just said I've gotten Columbus, Ohio. Street is Black, Columbus, Ohio. I'm not sure why it says Street is Black. Either maybe it's at night or something. And then Blue Box. I don't know what that means either. Here's the notes that I got. No feelings of death. Took off by herself. No immediate danger. Possible mental issues. Lancaster or Vancouver.
Right. I did locate a Vancouver, Washington, in the States.
Okay.
In the state of Washington, and I believe there's a Lancaster, PA, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe she's kind of making a circle. So kind of the way I feel. You know what I mean? She's just not.
Do you know how she's doing that, though?
Ready to come back. I'm not sure, but I saw her in a vehicle, so I don't know if she either purchased a vehicle, got a vehicle, you know what I mean? But somehow she's making the rounds, but I don't feel like she's in a stable. When I say stable, like purchased a home or, you know what I mean? Nothing like that.
Okay.
Moving around.
Okay.
Well, I think there's a possibility she might be partly running because she can't deal with something that happened.
Can't deal. I'm just writing down notes, guys, with Gail saying it, and I'll get those posted. Okay, Gail, anything else?
I did hear something, and I don't know what this means. Something about she'll call Chrissy or Christy. I don't know what it means.
Call Chrissy or Christy?
She will call Chrissy or Christy.
Okay. That maybe could be a friend of her.
Yeah.
What was that, Deb?
There's a Lancaster, Ohio near Columbus also, according to Amber in chat, who requested the case.
Okay, I wrote down PA or Ohio.
That feels more comfortable. I feel a lot more comfortable with Lancaster.
How far would that be from Columbus? Do we know?
Lancaster, Ohio is right near Columbus, according to Amber. I can look up a map for that. I can check the distance.
Okay.
But Columbus would be the major city it's near.
Okay. Thanks, Gail. I'm going to scan these notes in, like I do for the radio show. One second. Okay, so Deborah's looking that up. So if there's Lancaster is close to Columbus, then maybe Deborah, we should try and get more information on this one, because what I have is really not specific enough to really have any areas to search or anything like that. But
well, the thing is, you and Gail both getting in the same area there. I think that means to look further. Yes, it is very, very close. 37 minutes, 30.2 miles from Lancaster, Ohio to Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Do you want to mention the street address or the street directions?
Yeah. I just scanned her notes, and they're up now. If you could send me that, let's go ahead and move on. So that's a new case. I do have cases 699 and 700 that are posted. Did we want to bring that up or not? I think we should go ahead and skip it for right now, so we can get these cases done.
Right, I think so.
Okay. Hang on one second, guys. I'm going to get that link get that posted up there. You're looking on your screen now. This is a picture of Haleigh Martinez. I don't think we have a middle name for her. Do we, Deborah?
I can see if there's one listed.
Okay.
Some people that are missing, their middle names are used quite often,
Okay.
and then some they're not.
Right.
And Ashley's one that they don't use it very much. I don't believe we have one, but I'll check again.
Okay. All right. This case is requested to be opened by Mary on January 28th of 2007. Haleigh Martinez, and Deborah has more information for Haleigh, and then we'll go over the dream drawings.
Ashley's middle name is Renee. R-E-N-E-E.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to put that up there right now then.
Okay, this is for Haleigh Renee Martinez. She's been missing since July 6, 2004 from St. Joseph, Missouri. She's classified as an endangered runaway. Her date of birth is January 24th, 1989. She was 15 years old when she went missing. She'd be 20 years old right now. Height is 5 feet 3 inches tall to 5 feet 5 inches tall, 110 pounds. Caucasian female, sandy blonde hair, blue eyes. She has a scar on her left wrist. Her tongue, ears, and navel are all pierced. She may smoke cigarettes, particularly menthol variety. She may occasionally drink alcohol or smoke marijuana. She was last seen wearing blue jean shorts, a black top, a black bikini printed with red cherries, white Reebok sneakers with red accents on them, and a ring with two hearts joined together. Ashley does suffer from bipolar disorder, and she's supposed to be taking medication. Her medication was left behind when she went missing. She may have violent mood swings, and she may exhibit impulsive, risky behavior if she's not taking her medication as directed. They list that she could be a danger to herself or to others, and I would guess that that's when she's not taking her medication. She was last seen at noon that day on July 6, 2004. She was dropped off at Krug Pool, that's K-R-U-G, which is located in the vicinity of St. Joseph Avenue and Krug Park in St. Joseph, Missouri. She was dropped off with her younger brother, and when their mom came to get them later, only her younger brother was waiting for a ride. Ashley was missing. They did check, while they were investigating, they learned that she had planned to run away to California with a man named Christopher M. Hart, H-A-R-T, a 32-year-old man living close to her home. So once again, here we have a man with a child, because she was only 15 at the time. He was on parole at the time for second-degree assault, and he's also been convicted of drug possession, unlawful use of a weapon, and resisting arrest. So she planned to go to California with him. And 11 days after Ashley went missing, they arrested Hart in Olympia, Washington for purse snatching. He gave the authorities in Washington a false name, and since he did that, they did not know that he was already wanted in the state of Missouri, so they released him. On September 7th of that year, of 2004, 2 months after Ashley went missing, he was arrested again, and this time, Washington police discovered his true identity and that he had charges against him from the state of Missouri. At the time they got him, 2 months after she went missing, he'd been living with a cousin in the Olympia, Washington area. They found no signs of Ashley or the stolen gray 1995 Pontiac Bonneville with license plate number 377MPY, which Ashley and Hart had been traveling in. Hart's cousin that he was staying with said he had not seen Ashley or ever heard Hart mention her. Hart is still in custody. He has refused to give any information on Ashley, her whereabouts. He did start acting bizarre while he was in jail, and they sent him to the state mental hospital for a while for an evaluation, and I don't know the outcome of that. They say that Ashley may still be in her local area, or she could be in the Kansas City, Missouri area. There's no evidence that she ever arrived in the state of Washington, and when she went missing, she did leave behind all of her personal belongings, including her medication. She did run away from home one other time, and that was in 2001, but she didn't leave the state, and she was only gone for about a day before she returned home on her own. She was in 8th grade when she went missing. So what do you have on this, Brian?
Actually, I've got 4 dream drawings on this. I don't think anything was actually followed up on because it just stops after that. So this case has been sitting here for over 2 years. And there is some information, specific information, as far as location goes. So anyways, the dream drawings were done on the night of February 5th of 2007. The first one is actually a drawing of a man. It says 36-year-old white male took her to Thurston, Washington. That's what I was going to ask you. We could look up if there's a Thurston, Thurston, which my spelling could be wrong, Washington. Black T-shirt, heavy smoker, reds. He beat her. The second dream drawing says she did not want to rob a bank. She left with Chris's friend Tony S. Sacramento, California. The number 24, Tony. That could be an age. Third dream drawing is a picture of another person. It says, works at an auto garage, GI haircut. I believe that Tony is a 24-year-old white male with a GI haircut, sort of like mine, which was like that at that time. She has some sort of, or he has some sort of chain tattoo around his neck. Now, let me draw that. If you've ever seen anybody, I mean, not too many people have, but I guess it's something like that. It's like a tattoo of a chain interlaced around your neck. You guys know what I'm talking about? I mean, the picture looks like a set of pearls, but it's just the way I drew it. It's actually like a chain tattoo, and that would be a dead giveaway if that's the person. The third dream drawing looks like some type of building. It says it's possible that both of them might be living in this apartment building, and that's really all I have on that one. At all. I mean, that's if we can come up with a Thurston. And some of this other.
There is Thurston in Washington State.
Okay, can you send me a link to that one? And I'll get that map posted. You know, again, this would be something that we would have to redo.
I can send you a copy of the map.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not far from Tacoma.
Okay. Gail, I know you're with us. I didn't want to spend too much time. Are you able to pick up anything on this one, or did you just want to do the third case?
No, I wasn't really paying attention, so that's probably better.
Okay. Well, okay. You want the name then?
I was just wondering, did you feel deceased on this case? Because I felt
No.
confusion on it.
No.
I felt confusion. You know, there again, I'll go back to sometimes that generally to me represents mental problems.
Okay. No, I didn't. No, it doesn't even look like that it even happened.
Yeah, I'm feeling more mental
Looks
crimes.
to me, it looks to me like a life of crime.
And I want to jump to drug crimes.
Okay. Well, hang on. If I'm going to take notes, go ahead. You said drug problems?
Yeah, I feel like drug issues. The funny thing is, I don't know how old she is today.
Deborah would know. Let me get the map though.
She would be 20 right now.
She would be 20. Okay. I keep feeling like there. Matter of fact, I feel like there's been several people with her, but I feel like someone who's older, maybe 7 years or so older, 7 to 8 years. She got drugs from this person. I do feel some sort of prostitution involvement. And I don't think it's on one of those things where it's like on a permanent basis. It's as necessary survival kind of thing. There's a strange feeling with this case as if, and I have to agree with Brian on area, but there's a strange feeling on this case as if she feels no one cares. So at this point, I feel like she just has no interest in returning or anyone knowing where she is.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it on that one.
Drug
All right,
problems. Drug problems. The person she could be with is 78 years older. Prostitution for survival only. I mean, it's not like a full-time job. Thinks that no one cares, and does not want to be found.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you for the map, Deborah. Okay, got that. We have a map posted. At least there's something down in the case file. I'm glad that we're doing this, because this case would have just sat there. And once again, missingpersonforum.com. All links to all this stuff will be there too, and along with Gail's notes and a link to Gail's website. Let me just scan that. I'm waiting on the PC again. Deborah, any other information on this case? I'm trying to kill a little bit of time while the computer's frozen.
Well, actually, as far as Ashley's case goes, and some of the things that Gail came up with and things that you have said, these cases concern me when people need medication and they don't have it. And we don't know if she has her medication now, but when it indicates that they could have erratic behavior, risky behavior, from what you guys are getting and from what had been stated about her behavior prior to her going missing, that fits right in with the pattern. But her not caring and that type of thing, I would think, wouldn't that fit right into?
You know, I would guess. What do you think, Gail?
I would think so. And it's just my opinion.
Okay, I got the map up and I'm posting your notes. Yeah, but yeah, there's no, as far as you know, I don't remember this dream, of course, but I mean, just looking at it and from what I know now, what the death symbols are and stuff like that, I don't see that in these dream drawings, which is good news to me. I guess to to everybody.
Well, but the fact that she doesn't want to be found.
Yeah, and she doesn't want to be found. That makes it really hard to find somebody.
Yeah.
So more than likely, she's probably changed her hairstyle, hair color. even body shape or whatever. I mean, it's possible if you don't want to be
Yeah,
found.
but you must know when a person is not altogether mentally like that, that has to do with her attitude not being found. If she was on meds and feeling okay, she might want to be found.
Off topic, what exactly is bipolar?
Who are you asking?
Anybody. Chat room, anybody. I got the second image coming in too. Thank you. Is it anybody? Deborah, do you know what bipolar means? I mean, I can look it up.
Bipolar means, in order to explain it, is another thing.
Okay.
Bipolar indicates where people's moods and their behavior and stuff goes one end of the spectrum to the other.
Okay,
so I guess I'm bipolar. You never know.
I've never quite noticed it before.
Well, I don't have mood swings where I become violent or anything, but I definitely do get irritated. But I'd like to justify the reasons.
Is necessarily has to be a key ingredient of it, but
okay.
Their behavior can just turn on a dime, and a lot of times they're one direction or the other. And a lot of times people will be classified as manic depressive also,
okay.
and they're either up or they're down, and so they can use those diagnoses back and forth some, as far as interchanging them. But some scary things can happen with people that are bipolar that aren't medicated. And then there's some that you don't have to worry about violence or erratic behavior, that could, be harmful, physically harmful or anything like that. It kind of goes, a full spectrum.
Okay, good enough. And I'm going to Google that. I'm just wondering why, polar. I mean, I guess that means parts of the brain, left, right part of the brain or something.
Right.
I'll Google it. Okay, thank you. Next case up is case number 304. This is Michael Wayne Dunahee. The case was requested to be open on January 17th of 2007. I'm not sure by who, but I did get it open on February 6th of 2007. And I believe Deborah has more information for Michael.
Yes, I'm pulling up more pages here.
Okay.
You can keep talking if you want.
Yeah, are you going to, you're pulling up pages on this case?
Yeah, well, I was trying to back out of Ashley's information.
Okay.
Okay, I've got it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Michael is missing out of Canada. So as far as the amount of information I generally have to try to give background, I don't have as much.
Okay.
I'll give you his stats. He's listed with all the normal agencies in Canada as being missing, which gives his stats. He's been missing for quite some time, actually. His name is Michael Wayne Dunahee. He's been missing since March 24th of 1991 from Victoria, British Columbia. His date of birth is May 12th of 1986. Dirty blonde hair, Caucasian male. He was last seen at the Blanchard Elementary School playground, and he was wearing a blue hooded jacket with red on it. Now, with him being missing since 1991, and missing since he was 5 years old, going on 6 years old, there's not a lot going on in this case now, although his family is quite active in keeping the word out there and that type of thing. They've got a couple of Facebook accounts now, and they're really wondering what's happened, and there's a lot of comments left on it, and there's speculation in the area up there in Canada, and with people that have, watched this case, people from the Canadian area mainly, wondering if it had something to do with religion, occult, that type of thing. And I have not been able to locate anything to confirm that, nor to confirm that they suspect foul play or anything of the like. So there's really not a lot known on what happened to Michael. You want to share what you have now?
Yeah, I do. I was actually looking for a website for him, and I can't find a .com. There is a Facebook account I found. But if we can get if he has a personal or family website, we probably want to get that posted.
I have not located one of those. There's two Facebooks, a group one and a causes one.
Okay. To me, okay. The case was opened February 6th of 2007. There's actually a few dream drawings. There's a lot of information here. Well, not a lot. There's enough information here, I think, to help out. The first dream drawing says Michael was taken by a hooded van. It says the van, Denen, D-E-N-E-N, 32, male, 260 pounds, brown Ford van, 1985, and then it says X1684. There's some other stuff here. No, I guess that's all that's on there. The van is drawn. It looks like some type of old milk wagon or something like that. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. And the X1684 might actually be a license plate. It's brown Ford van, 1985. Second dream drawing says foil on windows, dog cage basement, 11680. You know, I hate to say it. I don't know why I'm bringing up a dog cage. Maybe they're keeping dogs in there, or maybe they, you know, I hate to think anything other than that. But there's a drawing of a dog cage, and then I'm assuming this is some type of building, and it's got foil on the windows. Could be a trailer. Out front of the trailer, or whatever it is, it looks like 2 barrels. I'm sorry, this is not a trailer. This is actually a basement. I guess those are basement windows. The windows would have foil on them. And in the basement there's a dog cage and 2 barrels. And then on the basement floor there looks like a star, like the Jewish star. Next dream drawing says Vancouver, BC home. You could say Canada. Vancouver is what, province? Is Vancouver a province? No, I think Vancouver's a city. Some people are going to kill. I think it might be. It says Vancouver, BC. I know that's British Columbia. Home, right. 19. Okay, I believe this is the same home with the basement. So there's the drawing of the home, and then there's the basement of the home. It looks like a 2-story home. It's got a big round circular window on the first level. It's like 2 regular-sized windows on the second floor. Guys, this is case 304. All this information's been public for 3 years. If you want to click on the case, it's 304. Next dream drawing says AAINC. They do not know. He works here. Find the diary. 62 Market Square, John Street. Now that's significant because that could be an address. If that's in Vancouver. So 62 Market Square, John Street, if that's in Vancouver or not. The diary looks like it's like a book with some sort of drawing on it. It looks like a circle and maybe a W in the center. And then there's a drawing of a female. I'm not sure who that female is. AA Inc. That could be a logo or a sign or something like that. But anyways, that's the last dream drawing. There's some communication on this. One in March. One in February. One in July. Another one in November. I don't see anything other than that. Some stuff from Mark F. I don't know. That's really all I have, guys. Gail, you picking up anything?
The next thing is, I'm not really picking up a lot.
Okay.
I might have to do that one later and work on that.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. Deborah can send you. Deborah can do the same thing she does with me. She can just send you a picture and a name or
yeah, because that's what I'll probably need to work on that one.
Yeah, and we appreciate your work there, Deborah. Did you find anything?
Yes, I tried to do mapping
for
the 62 Market Square.
Okay.
And it gave me some interesting choices. I found 62 Market Square in St. John, NB, Canada.
Okay.
And you had brought up John Street.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be 62 Market Square in St. John?
Yes, it sure could be. Can you send me the link and I'll get it up there right away?
I'll send you a copy of the map.
Okay. All right, we got 15 minutes to go. Okay, we're going to move on to the next case. This is a pretty high-profile case. That's case number 314. This would be Morgan Nick. Let me get an image up there. Okay, there's a picture of Morgan right there. The case is requested to be opened by Anonymous on January 17th of '07. I got back with that person, looks like on March 16th of the same year. That's when the case was opened. Deborah, I know you're busy. Do you want to go ahead and go with this case right now? And just send me a link and I can get the map for 304. Deborah, you there?
Yes, I'm here. I've got the map done and I have Morgan's information pulled up, but
Okay.
I have case story information on her. I know Gail has worked this case before,
Right.
just like you have. Gail, do you want to go next before I give case story and
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, whoa, wait a second. You're right, Jeff. Deborah, Gail, you worked on this before. Are you bringing up old case stuff, or are you going to be doing anything new?
Me? I'll probably do a combination of both.
Okay, so then don't you want us to wait, or do you want to hurry
I don't want to give...
No, that's fine, because I've already worked it before. I pretty much know the story, so that way everybody can follow us when we're working.
Okay. Go ahead, Deborah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and give that information now then.
Okay.
This is for Morgan Chantel Nick. Her middle name, Chantel, is spelled C-H-A-U-N-T-E-L.
Okay, one more time, because that's not in the case file.
Chantel, C-H-A-U-N-T-E-L.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Morgan has been missing since June 9th of 1995 from Alma, Arkansas. They classify it as a non-family abduction. Her date of birth is September 12th of 1998. She was 6 years old when she went missing, 4 feet tall, 55 pounds, Caucasian female, blonde hair, blue eyes. When she went missing, she had 5 visible silver caps on her molars. The caps were scheduled to be removed in the year of 2000. Her teeth were very crowded at the time that she went missing, and she'd need braces when she was in her adolescence. She does have a protruding purple vein on the lower left side of her rib cage, so that's an interesting descriptive piece of information. She was wearing a green Girl Scout t-shirt when she went missing with blue denim shorts and white leather sneakers. She had been at a Little League baseball game with her mom in Alma, Arkansas. She was playing with her friends trying to catch lightning bugs near the baseball field later on that evening after the game was over. The last time they saw her was about 10:45 that night, and she was standing by her mom's Nissan Stanza in the parking lot, and she was emptying sand out of her sneakers. That was the last time they saw her. They did observe an unidentified Caucasian male watching Morgan play on the field earlier that night. And after she went missing, they were able to put it together that, he was a possible suspect. This man approached a group of children playing with Morgan, and he asked them a question. Investigators haven't released a lot of information regarding this guy. He is described as being approximately 23 to 38 years old at that time in 1995, 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. He had a mustache with 3 to 4 days growth of a beard. He had black or salt and pepper hair, and it was combed to the back and possibly some curls in it. He wore cut-off blue jean shorts and no shirt or shoes, and he spoke with a hillbilly dialect or accent. He also had a hairy chest. He may have been driving a red Ford pickup truck with a white camper on the back of it, and there was curtains over the windows of the camper. At about the same time that Morgan went missing, this vehicle left the parking lot. So they think, and then they put together that, that man had been talking to the children earlier that night. The truck has a short wheelbase and a really dull paint job because it was older. There was possibly some damage on the right rear of the camper itself. And they say that the camper on that pickup truck appeared to be 4 to 5 inches shorter than the truck itself. There were 2 other attempted abductions in that area on June 9th and June 10th. And a suspect resembling the suspect for Morgan, right there in Alma, he enticed a 4-year-old girl into his red truck. They did interrupt that abduction, and the girl was saved. Her mom saw what was going on and screamed and got the 4-year-old back safely. Then there was another instance in Fort Smith, Arkansas, which is about 15 miles from Alma, and a suspect tried to entice a 9-year-old girl into a men's restroom at a convenience store. He gave up when she resisted, and authorities believe that these 3 incidents, these two attempted abductions, and then Morgan being missing, all are tied to the same man. They haven't confirmed that, they just believe it to be so, and they think it's all linked together. There have been unconfirmed sightings of Morgan throughout the years, but they haven't been able to locate her, and this suspect and his vehicle, which would be a red truck with a white camper on it, have never been located either. You want to go with what you have now, Brian?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, looking at the information I have, it does look like I came up with a location that could be checked out back in 2007. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to apply now, but either way, the first stream drawing says 48, white male, 5 foot 10 inches tall, 190 pounds, with a question mark. JM, those are probably initials. Broken nose, ex-Army, and then the word Miller. I put a question mark there. That could be his last name, or whatever. Morgan, and it says the word Morgan, and it's actually got Morgan crossed out, no Stacy. Second dream drawing says, okay, I got that. Thank you. I got the map. That's what she just sent me. It says Little Rock Meat Market. This is actually a drawing of, looks like some type of, I guess it's a building. Those might be air conditioner units out in the front, and that may be a fire escape. Anyways, it's Little Rock Meat Market. ACs. ACs, I think they're air conditioners. The next one is a picture of a bus. It's got the word cotton written on the side of it. It says White City Bus, Cotton. Rides this bus 3 times a month. Wood box for table. That could be a wood box maybe that this person uses or whatever. That's all the information I have on that. Nothing else was done. There was some correspondence from Barbara and a few other people linking to Facebook and an age progression photo that we have posted from the Missing Exploited. And then there's some more information on the dream drawings that I did. Somebody put everything down there, just basically what I just told you. Asking me a few questions. I didn't really have any answers to those questions, nor do I now. I did say I will try to do more in this case, and that was 2.5 years ago. So, well, actually, it wasn't 2.5 years ago. It was 1.5 years ago I said I would. So, Deborah, we might want to redo this one. I guess put that on a long list of things to do. Gail,
Yes.
what do you have on this one? I guess you need from now or from back then, because I know you worked a lot on this case.
Well, you know, the one thing else, now you didn't say anything about feeling.
No. When I have something feeling that I'll bring it up, but no, not on this one.
Okay, because I think it was my determination before. I'm not feeling real comfortable with the fact, you know, I feel like she was alive for a while, and I'm feeling as if there.
You said for a while.
Change.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
I feel like there was a change came about.
Well, that's not good enough.
No. And the one thing is, you know, I know you talked about being from, I think it was Alma, and also you spoke of Little Rock, but I kept hearing something, and I couldn't quite get the name. It always reminded me of Fresco, but something FR, maybe it's FR something, and it can't be that far from Little Rock, like 45 minutes.
You said from Little Rock?
Right.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's like it had an O on the end, O sound on the end, like Fresco, Franco, you know what I mean, and an FR somewhere in it. And I feel like it's just a small town. And Deborah, if we get the map out, and a lot of times it'll show me a reference to lakes or something like that if I can find something.
I have a map of Little Rock up right now and the area around it, looking for.
Okay, are you looking at the small lake that would be around Little Rock?
There's more so than Small Lake. There's a river running through there. I'm not sure what the river is.
Okay. Well, one of the other names I'd heard, and I've heard this before when I worked on the case, was like Beaver Creek. And I don't know how that fits in, or if anyone that's, local from the area can say, it may not actually be named Beaver Creek as much as some people call it Beaver Creek. But it also could be a town that the creek runs through.
Okay, I'm looking in that area, and I'll try to find the places that you're bringing up as points of reference, and if I locate them, I will let you know right away.
Yeah, see if there is a town, too, perhaps called Beaver Creek. When I was looking at this case,
I found Otter Creek, Gail. I know it's not Beaver Creek.
Okay, well, it can be close. I know it was brought up before on my case before, and I didn't have maps at the time. The one thing that's bothering me about this is I feel like they keep saying, I heard this over and over, the man moved twice. So he moved from one area to the next, and I kept seeing a brick apartment. I believe the number was 246. I got very close to the apartment, a brick apartment, 246, Haleigh. And I don't mean large apartment complex, the small ones, maybe like when there's 4 apartments, you know what I mean? And I saw like, they'll have an address plate. I saw the number, and it looked like, like kind of like the wrought iron type kind of lamp post kind of thing there. I saw that, and I saw that number. And I was a little confused by the vehicle I saw, because I feel like there was 2 vehicles owned by the same person. One looked like a pickup truck, the other looked like a van, and the van was kind of beat up. And instead of the doors opening out, when you're going to open out, the door slid. Even though it was a big van, like a cargo van, the door slid. I felt like it was rusty, and perhaps, if you went too far, the feeling was where it looked like a rust, and it was kind of, had dents and different things, looked like it may actually fall off if you went open the door too far. Inside the van, I saw what looked to me like, I don't know, carpenter tools, different, things that you do some sort of woodwork stuff, like contracting. I saw some things like that in the vehicle. The only thing that disturbed me when I got a view of the inside, and I think I've seen these, but they were less, how can I describe it? Maybe somebody who does contracts will know. About 5 inches wide, long. They got like little slats cut in the leather. The leather is very thick, 1/4-inch leather, real heavy strapping. And then it narrows down into like, what I would call a belt-like. And the other section comes down just slightly like
just like a tool belt then, right?
I don't know what you'd call it, because it doesn't look like it's large enough to be a tool belt. It looks like it fits either around arms, legs, something that will strap you into something.
Can you draw that for me somehow?
Yeah, I'll try to draw that.
Okay.
It's because it's got a buckle at the one end. So I feel like it just doesn't look long enough to be a tool belt. It looks to me like something would strap you in, maybe.
You mean like a harness? I mean, there's harnesses for safety.
It looks like it's for arms or legs. Something that you would use strap on.
Well, anytime you go up like above, 2 or 3 stories or whatever, you wear in construction you would wear a harness. And that
but that would be around your waist.
Well, no, it's around your whole body actually.
Okay, because I feel like something that these might be used for your legs or ankles, knees. I don't know. Somebody in construction can tell us what they are. I'd be thrilled.
There's one thing mentioned in the chat room that could give some insight as to that, what you're talking about. Lon wants to know if it could have to do with something used when you kick in the carpet.
Those are kickers. They're called kickers.
Yeah, kickers, but
they strap on your knees.
Any kind of a harness before.
Yeah, I haven't seen, because I just did carpet repair and I did, I used a kicker.
Yeah, they strap onto, I believe, onto your knees, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have a pad strapped on my knee to kick it with. It didn't do as much damage. This may be connected. The only thing I can figure out is it may be connected to a certain type of stilts that they would use. In doing maybe like, I don't know if they'd use them for the ceilings or plastering and stuff. But it's like the way it looks to me is somebody would be describing as very old style, not like today's modern things.
Okay.
Now, the next thing is I still don't feel a distance away. I keep seeing this rock wall running along a road, as if it lines a park or something with that kind of feel to it, but yet it feels old, like it has historic value to it. And when I get by there, it's like I want to say that's it. I had a picture actually drawn of this before, and it's on the picture, and then the words that came with it just said, here, she is here. And after that like that road that's with the rock, and it might be a historic area.
Okay.
But this is all in that
so
area
what we're talking about is her being deceased.
Well, things changed. I feel like there was a change.
Right. I mean, when you say, could that be where?
That could be where she is.
Right now.
I feel like there's, yeah,
okay.
And you're still in a kind of a rural area, but there's still some historic stuff there.
Okay.
So does anybody know if there was I'm terrible with history. Was there an area where that's known in that area for war or battle? Yes, I'm awful at knowing those things. History was not my best subject.
So you're saying there could have possibly been a battle there? You mean
yeah,
like
there was a,
okay, hold on.
You know how they'll mark like a battle took place in a certain area umpteen years ago. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
It kind of has
Usually
that feel
Civil War, either like Civil War type of battle or
something. Yeah, something there in that area where she is.
So it could be like a battlefield then, historic
Right.
battlefield.
Yeah, I don't think it's more than 45 minutes to an hour and a half the most from Little Rock.
You know, we have actually battlefields all around us, but I don't know about out there.
I couldn't tell you about Arkansas. I really don't know.
I'm looking that up too.
And as far
okay,
as
well, unfortunately, so you think that possibly maybe she was alive back when in March of '07, and something maybe happened to that point?
I mean, it's extremely possible. What year was she taken? I don't even remember now, Doug.
Morgan went missing in 95, June 9th of 1995.
Okay. And I really couldn't tell you, Brian, when the change occurred, because sometimes it just shows me that there was a time period at which after she was taken, she was alive, and then it changed.
Okay, what I would have, you know, because a lot of years passed since when she went missing. When it said, and I just noticed that it said when Morgan was crossed out, I mean, Stacy could be her alias name. I mean, you didn't think about that. It said no Stacy. That's what that might have meant. Now, if you don't know the manner of death or anything, do you?
No,
Okay.
that's something I have no idea.
Okay. Because anything could have happened in the past couple of years, or even before that. But I hope she's alive.
We always hope that.
Yeah. You can't say that enough. I mean, yeah, of course we all hope that everybody's alive, but unfortunately that doesn't happen in a lot of times. And the older a case gets, the more danger there is. She went missing awfully young too. There is like I said, there is an age progression photo out there. I'm not a big fan of age progression photos because what I think is either they put a picture out and everybody's looking for that specific, way that person looks, and they would overlook what the person could look like without keeping an open mind due to the hairstyle and a lot of other changes that would happen. A lot of times these photo progressions are wrong. But anyway, so this is case 314. I'll post any additional information we have. I got Gail's notes up there. We'll post this stuff in the forums. Once again, please go to missingpersonforum.com. Anything else, guys, on this one?
Nothing for me.
Okay.
I mean, I'll try to get on these cases.
Right. Well, I've got your notes up there, Gail. And if you can get me those pictures, and anything, and I don't care how, if you got to draw, whatever. If you can get that to me, I'll get that and I'll scan it and I'll put it up there. I'm scanning your notes right now. But we did go over 45 minutes. I didn't want to say anything. Hopefully it records fast. We got about 4 minutes left. Anything that you guys have out there in chat or anything? Any questions or anything that you have from me, Deborah, or Gail?
No.
Well, that's exciting. All right, Gail, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I was just trying to make sense. Aji. Everybody knows. Please go to findaji.com. There is a video up there now for Aji. We're trying to get the media more involved. Gail St. John does have plans on going down to Florida. I believe there's still a funding issue, but I think that they're working on that. You can go to www. I'm going to give the short one, Gail, because it still works. Psychic, PSYCHIC, Gail.com, psychicgail.com. Sorry, Gail. And click on the Aji case. Details are posted there. I printed this out. This is bipolar disease. This is what it talks about, if you guys can see that. I was just looking at it. Reading this, Deborah, when we're reading what it says, it says describes the category of mood disorders, mood swings, defined in the presence of one or more episodes of abnormally elevated mood. So basically, it is mood swings.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a violent situation.
Well, no, it doesn't.
They can go blend together with their mood.
They're subdivided into bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. And they're just talking about percentages. And I'm looking at this like, my God, I'm bipolar. Now I know. Well, anyways, it is something serious. But unfortunately, there are drugs and stuff that treats it. I was just reading up on it because a lot of people are diagnosed as bipolar. I didn't really exactly know what it means, but it definitely has something to do with mood swings and stuff. And there are different levels of bipolarism, everything else. But I did look it up. You knew I was going to do that, Deborah. So, anyways, thank you guys for listening. We got about 50 seconds left. Thank you, Gail, for coming on, and we'll be happy to have you on every night if you want.
If I have information, I'll ask you.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for listening. Please watch us on brianstreams.com/TV, on Ustream, of course, on YouTube, on your iPhones or whatever. We're there. Thank you and have a good night.